Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
Looking for a fun way to win 25 times your money this football and basketball season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projection for a wide variety of stats, and place your entry. It's as easy as that. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and injury insurance on your picks are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million players who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/play100 and use code PLAY100. That's code PLAY100 at prizepicks.com/play100 for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
Hey, I'm Yuri, I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner, and in today's episode, we're going to go over the connection between birth control and hair loss. If you're on birth control or if you're deciding to go on birth control, I'm going to share a little bit more about my own story so there's no judgment here. There's a time and place, or if that's the only solution given to you at that time, then I fully understand. My experience has been that I went on birth control because I was experiencing acne, and during that time, that was the only solution that was given to me. Now reflecting back, I can kind of say that being on birth control was helpful during that time because it suppresses your mood, it suppresses your hormone fluctuations. When you're in grad school, the environment is stressful. Like, you're expected to only get A's and B's, and if you don't, you basically flunk out of the whole program. So while I was going to grad school, I was on birth control, and it did help, like I said, suppress my emotions. But I also noticed that when I finished grad school, it was no longer managing my acne. And I also started experiencing other symptoms. Like, for example, I started experiencing eye styes. And as I became a nutritional therapy practitioner, I realized that the eyes are usually related to your liver health. And I could honestly say that my liver needed so much support. And the other physical symptom that I was experiencing was that my hair was thinning. And I did some research on the birth control that I was on, and there's a connection because most of your birth control will deplete your B vitamins. And if you know anything about your cellular health, you do need a lot of the B vitamins for your cellular function. So I understand when you're like, hey, I'm afraid to transition off of birth control because I don't understand why my hair is falling. I'm also afraid that the physical symptoms that I was experiencing will get a little bit worse once I get off of it. And I also understand that you maybe tried a lot of other options. None of it has worked for you. So the last treatment for you has been just this birth control. So you're either on one of these two ends. First, you keep Googling the possible solutions and you're not taking any action because there's so much information. Or you tried different things, but none of those options have worked for you. And this is where my service is different because I have experienced all of these symptoms. I was on birth control. I was experiencing hair loss. My hair was thinning. I created a solution for you because I experienced these physical symptoms, the hair loss, the transitioning off of birth control. So in my service, I created a 3-month program where I shortcutted the pathway for you. Instead of you going to practitioner, there's a path to follow. In my program, we start off by supporting your nutritional foundations. And usually if you're on birth control, there's going to be a nutrient deficiency. And we could get this information because there is a functional test that could test all your nutrients. Once we support your body and give it the nutrients that it needs, we're going to start to address your root causes. We gather information to figure out what are your root causes, and we do this by getting blood work drawn and by going off of the signs and symptoms of your health questionnaire. So these are the steps that we have taken so far. The first month, we're going to start off by supporting your foundational needs. The second step is by figuring out what is your root cause. This is where the blood work comes in and by going off of the signs and symptoms. So in the third month, this is where we start to tackle your root causes. But what you will notice is after maybe the first month and after supporting your body, you're going to start gaining energy. You're going to see like less hair loss. And these are some of the physical benefits you will start to experience. But I really want to focus is on the internal. First of all, you're going to feel proud that you took action towards your health. You're going to feel secure that you're putting in the work and taking action towards supporting your body. You're going to feel secure that you're in progress of improving your health. And that will lessen your anxiety because you are addressing your issues at a root cause. And some of those root causes may be that you are addressing an overload of gut bugs. You may be exposed to mold. There may be some heavy metal and overgrowth of fungus. And once you're in this process, it gives you a peace of mind that you're taking action, that you're actually trying to improve your health. And I'll end it with this. I understand where you're at if you're listening to this because you are experiencing hair loss or you're wanting to transition off of birth control. I get that it can get confusing and there's so much information out there now. But if you stick to one practitioner and you trust their process and they've been through it, I can confidently say that they can help you because when I look back and every practitioner that I saw, they taught me something that I didn't know at that moment. They may have showed me a new healing tool. They may have given me new information that is not available to the public. But overall, each practitioner that I saw led me to where I am now. So if you're thinking about transitioning off of birth control and you're experiencing hair loss, I invite you to book a consultation with me and we'll discuss a little bit more about my 3-month program and how it could help you. And for the rest of you, if you're listening and you're not experiencing any of these symptoms, but you do know somebody that is experiencing this, please share this episode. And until next time.
Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
Looking for a fun way to win 25 times your money this football and basketball season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projection for a wide variety of stats, and place your entry. It's as easy as that. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and injury insurance on your picks are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million players who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/play100 and use code play100. That's code play100 at prizepicks.com/play100 for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.